What's up, guys? It's Chris Wolfe here. Welcome back to the channel. And Deontay Wilder has basically confirmed that he will rematch Tyson Fury, which I basically expected him to do anyway. But if you saw my last video before this one, obviously, you know that I said maybe he should take a few days off to reflect and everything on what happened and take this as a learning experience, and then later, at least before the rematch clause uh, time period is up, I would tell him accept the rematch clause at a later date, basically, or do the rematch at a later date. But obviously, Deontay Wilder, being the warrior he accepted it basically immediately, which I basically expected anyway. But I just had my opinions on it or whatever. But Deontay Wilder, it's basically been confirmed that he fired his trainer, Mark Breland, because he basically threw in the towel. I'm actually going to read you his exact quotes so that you don't say that I said it, because I didn't say any of this stuff. None of this is my pure speculation or anything. This is exactly what he said. So I understand this quote. I'm going to quote it and everything. I understand he was looking out for me, trying to do what he felt was right, but this is my life and my career, and he has to accept my wishes. And then he goes on to say, I'm upset with Mark for the simple fact that we've talked about this many times, and it's not emotional. It is not an emotional thing, it's a principle thing. So, obviously on that aspect, Wilder basically said Wilder rather die in the ring than have the towel thrown in, which you gotta respect because he has that type of mindset, that warrior mentality. But seeing it from Mark Breland's side, you have to understand that it's hard to watch somebody you love get beat up in the fashion that Deontay Wilder did. So it's crazy, especially since they talked about it many times. Like, you can talk about stuff many times before it happened, but when it's actually happening, it's an entire different mindset, entire different, perception of what's going on, things of that nature. It was also kind of concerning to see that the head coach Jay Diaz or whatever, however you say his name, he didn't even know that the towel was thrown in. As far as what I heard from the post conference after the fight, and he said he was going to talk to him about it, but basically Wilder's already fired him, and this is some more of what Deontay Wilder had to say. He said, we've talked about this situation many, many years before this even happened. I said, as a warrior, as a champion, as a leader, as a ruler, I want to go out on my shield. If I'm talking about going in and killing a man, I respect the same way. I abide by the same principle of receiving. So I told my team to never, ever, no matter what it may look like, to never throw the towel in with me because I'm a special kind. I still have 5 rounds left. No matter what it looked like, I was still in the fight. So basically, pretty much confirmed what I was already thinking. It's crazy that I don't know how to feel about him firing Mark Breland, because I understand it's a principle thing, but then I also understand Mark Breland's side of the equation as well. So hopefully, because Deontay Wilder, he's losing a great trainer for him, that's worked for him for basically his entire, not his entire career, but obviously he's had a great impact on the success of his career. I was saying this in my Facebook group the other day. Actually, it was yesterday. I was saying in my Facebook group that since he did fire Mark Breland, I would love to see him bring in someone who can help him with the fundamentals and the skills aspect of boxing. And I was bringing up like names like Derrick James, names like Bomac, if he could actually get Bomac, or who else? One guy, I forgot his name. I always forget his name. One guy, he said, bring in John David Jackson, Clarissa Shields trainer. Who else? I forgot. Another person, another coach, the coach that trained Lamont Peterson. I forgot his name as well. So I would love to see him bring in coaches at that level, coaches and trainers at that level, because I believe they'll really help him a ton. But we don't know as of now. We don't know what he's gonna do. All we know is that he accepted the rematch, so it's gonna be interesting to see. Also, the other thing that I wanted to talk about in this video, which I really wish Wilder shouldn't have even brought up, and he should have kept to himself. If this, obviously, Deontay Wilder, uh, obviously, guys, people know that I fuck with Deontay Wilder heavy. He's one of my favorite fighters. He's probably like my third favorite fighter behind Errol Spence, obviously, and Devin Haney. But he's basically up there. I got a lot of love for Deontay Wilder for the way his personality, the way his character is, how he stands up for his people. But I really think he shouldn't have said this, because now people are going to give him so much more backlash than he's already getting. You know, everybody, it's the social media age, so everybody already sees the memes everywhere. You know, for example, I can't get on Facebook, and this is coming from someone who has like Facebook feed eradicator. If you don't know what that is, it basically eradicates all your feed, basically. So, you know how you have your news feed and there's posts from every person? I have Facebook eradicator on to where I don't see anybody's posts at all. The only time I see posts is if I turn it off, which I never really turn it off. So, uh, most of the time I would get on, and since like I'm active in groups, if I do see anything, it's because I'm in a group and all I see is like Deontay Wilder posts, memes on social media, um, and he's gonna get way more backlash for this. Like I've already seen Stephen A. Smith talking about it. I believe Shannon Sharp has already talked about it, uh, and I kind of understand why, because it comes off as an excuse. But I don't know. I just believe he shouldn't have said anything about it. He should have just kept it to himself. Another thing is, actually, I forgot what the hell I was gonna say. To be honest, but this is what he said. Quote: "I didn't hurt. He didn't hurt me at all. But the simple fact is that my uniform was way too heavy for me. I didn't have no legs from the beginning of the fight. In the third round, my legs were shot all the way through. But I'm a warrior, and people know that I'm a warrior. It could easily be told that I didn't have legs or anything. A lot of people were telling me it looked like something was wrong with you. Something was, but when you're in the ring, you have to bluff a lot of things. I tried my best to do so, so I knew I didn't have the legs because of my uniform. I was only able to put it on for the first time the night before, but I didn't think it was going to be that heavy. It weighed 40 something pounds with the helmet and all the batteries. I wanted my tribute to be great for Black History Month. I wanted it to be good. And I guess I put that before anything. Uh, with this, I understand the sentiment of the Black History Month, but I don't know why people always fall into this thing. Uh, you don't need Black History Month to unite as Black people. I'm not really gonna talk about, you know, what I believe in and things of that nature, but you don't need a designated month to be united as Black people. Just so Black people know that if you're a Black person on this channel, just like, and that goes for any race, but you don't need a month to say you're united as people. You just need to come together and unite with each other and stuff, and be engaged in communities of that nature. So he did all this. He wore this 40-pound something suit. For again, I don't know if this is true or not. I'm believing Deontay Wilder because of his character, and he's never really lied. Like, because I've been watching Deontay Wilder since like 2013. I watched him go through the Eddie Hearn and Anthony Joshua series, where they were lying back and forth, and Deontay Wilder was the only one telling the truth. So I'm gonna believe that this is true. And the suit did look heavy as hell because of all them damn batteries, all them damn LED lights and shit. But he put the Black History Month first before he came into his biggest fight of his career. And the reason I'm saying this is the biggest fight of his career is because we don't know if we're ever going to get the Anthony Joshua fight. We don't. So this was his biggest fight of his career and also his biggest test of his career. Now it's like, you were worried more about the tribute to Black History Month and getting all this costume together and getting, the show ready or the ring walk ready. But when it came down to the fight, like, I would have preferred if you just wore a regular suit, came into the fight all business, and whooped Tyson Fury. That would have been a greater tribute than you showing out and everything. That's just my opinion on it. But I really feel like he shouldn't have made this damn statement, because now people are gonna give him so much backlash, more backlash. Uh, that's really my opinion on it. I'm not about to get into the whole black thing because people get emotional and shit. I'm not about to get all the way into that, but I don't know. I just really felt like he shouldn't have made this statement. Whether it's true or not, I believe it's true. But whether it's true or not, he shouldn't have made it, because now you got all these people talking. People who barely even watch boxing. Like Shannon Sharp probably barely even watch boxing. Stephen A. Smith barely even watch boxing. People who just want to weigh their opinions and just to weigh them in. Or talk about people just to talk about people. But that's my opinions on him accepting the rematch, being upset with his trainer, and the 40-pound costume that he had. Like I said before, I think he should have waited and reflected before accepting the rematch. Obviously, like I said in my last video, I believe he should have accepted a rematch regardless. I don't think he should have just quit and came back. I knew he was going to accept the rematch regardless, and I'm riding with Deontay Wilder. I'm really hoping that he wins in the next fight. As far as finding his trainer, hopefully he can replace Mark Breland with another trainer that can really help him get down the fundamentals of skill set. Because 3 months is a lot of time. Like I said before in my last video, 3 months is a lot of time. If you focus on something for 8 hours a day for 3 months, you're bound to grow exponentially compared to the person who focuses 2 hours a damn 2 hours 2 hours a day for 5 days a week. So I don't know. I think it would be helpful for him. And then I know people are gonna be like, 3 months isn't enough time to learn how to box. I could bring up Anthony Joshua. Anthony Joshua was a totally different boxer compared to the person he was in the first fight with Andy Ruiz. I've talked about this with my girlfriend. She's a MMA coach and trainer, basically. And she's told me, because like I said on the channel before, I'm getting into MMA. As far as MMA training and MMA as well, starting to get into it. And she was like, basically, I can learn way faster focusing on MMA 8 hours a day, solely focused on that and learning myself, and then having like someone come in and help me or whatever, than if I went to a school, which she told me don't go to school. She said don't go to school. But she basically said you'll learn more focusing on yourself 8 hours a day, and you'll probably learn more in those 2 weeks than people at schools will learn in a month, because they only have so much time during that period or during that class or school, and you only have like an hour 30 minutes in every day, so you're not really diving in all the way into it to learn everything. So that's just my opinion. Let me know what you guys think in the comments. I hope you guys enjoyed the video and got some value from it. And tell me in the comments, do you think Deontay Wilder should accept the rematch? I mean, do you think he should have waited to accept the rematch or not accept the rematch at all? Do you think he should have fired his trainer? Or do you think the costume actually played a factor in his fight with Tyson Fury? Let me know what you think in the comments, and I'll talk to you soon.
Yeah, I'm tired of people acting like they really need me. Leaping over my enemies, I have so many memories. Hope my niggas remember me. Don't bring negative energy. I see too many frenemies. Y'all not no friends with me. Don't have time for no injury. I'm like, fuck all my enemies. I've got so much energy. I'm working every day. I'm just trying to find a way.